Are we live? Are we live? Welcome to another edition of Just My Opinion podcast, season 2. I believe this is episode 5, maybe 4, but nevertheless, I'm the best. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. But before I get right into it, I first like to tell you guys: rate, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this content with your friends, family, as well as your followers. It does help the growth and development with my channel, and it also promotes my channel in the YouTube algorithm. All right. So let's get into it. I like to throw a disclaimer first. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to be upset about this stream. It's going to be a lot of people upset what I'm about to say. So word was traveling like wildfire yesterday about Ime Udoka. Ime Udoka, I think I'm butchering his last name. You guys know I butcher people's first and last name on a consistent basis. So you shouldn't be shocked nor surprised about it unless you are a new subscriber. God bless you if you are a new subscriber. I really do appreciate you giving my channel a chance. But word was traveling like wildfire surrounding Ime Udoka. There was a possibility out there that he was going to be suspended by the Boston Celtics, not the NBA. The NBA is not pushing this, but Ime Udoka violated rules and policies, team rules and policies of the Boston Celtics. Now, word around the campfire is that he was in a consensual relationship with a female staffer that works for the Boston Celtics. Now, a lot of people were gravitating, the first thing a lot of people do is they jump out the window. You had a lot of content providers in these YouTube streets, basically putting any female any female that happens to work for the Boston Celtics. You had a lot of people putting different women's faces in their thumbnail saying this is the woman who was in a consensual relationship with Ime Udoka. And for those out there who was acting reckless about that, that's why, I don't try to jump out the window first. I don't try to break stories first. I kind of want to allow the story to marinate and other things start to develop. But I did respect the woman's privacy and her respect. I didn't broadcast her name. I didn't do like a lot of content providers in these YouTube streets. They had all types of females who they just happen to be female and happened to work for the Boston Celtics. And you had a lot of people out there, wild, irresponsible, and reckless, putting a woman's profile on their thumbnail and sitting in 3, 4, 6 hour live streams talking about it was consensual. This lady knew what she was getting herself involved in. She knew that Ime Udoka was involved in a relationship with Nia Long. But I respected the woman's privacy and not only her privacy, but other women's privacy who just happened to be a woman and happened to work for the Boston Celtics. Okay, I didn't jump out the window like a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys should be ashamed of yourself. Now there's a lot of guys out there who are trying to fix their face and fix their thumbnails and say, oh, I wasn't trying to do that. I wasn't trying to mislead or misled. You got a lot of people out there. Day 2 of this, now they're backtracking and now they're finally giving this woman her privacy, giving this woman her respect. Not only the woman that was involved with Ime Udoka, but the women that they were posting in their thumbnails and talking about constantly, calling her a bad woman, an adulteress. She knew what she was getting herself into. She knew that he was involved with Nia Long. Everybody's punishing the woman, but nobody's not punishing Ime Udoka because he uh, deserves some punishment as well. You had a lot of people like Stephen A. Smith on First Take. I think it was a couple of days ago. He said, "Oh well, this runs rampant, wild and rampant everywhere." I mean, how dare the Boston Celtics suspend Ime Udoka? If they don't feel highly confident of this brother, then just let him go. Give him his walking papers, okay? Even though I talked lengthily about this yesterday on my video. Uh, and I also said in that video, you don't know the whole story. Stephen A. Smith jumped out the window with his theories. And back 20, 30, 50 years ago, this was the norm. I mean, a lot of people had in-house relationships in the workplace. So it should be accepted now, right? No. Times have changed, Stephen A. Smith. You have to grow with the times, okay? You can't be the old man on the yard saying, well, they did it 30, 40 years ago. How come it's an issue now, okay? A lot of things have changed, okay? Society has evolved and changed. We're supposed to be adults in the workplace. There's a reason why they have these policies in place, Stephen A. Smith. There's a reason why they have these policies in place for all the people out there that was disrespecting not only this woman, but disrespecting other women that happen to work for the Boston Celtics, and you guys posting, well, mug shots of these women in your thumbnails, only to find out that you was posting the wrong woman. All right. Now everybody's backtracking. Now everybody wants to be an adult. Now everybody wants to be professional. Okay. So shame on any content provider in YouTube that did that made that mistake, that made that error. Shame on you. Shame on Stephen A. Smith or anybody else with this one-sided narrative of, well, it happened 30, 40 years ago. How come how come it's a problem now? This is the same type of reckless commentary Stephen A. Did when the Ray Rice incident. Okay, he was sort of co-signing with Ray Rice, saying it's okay to hit a woman. All right. So Stephen A. Smith learned something today. A lot of you content providers learned something today. And we're going to get into the latest news surrounding Ime Udoka, as well as Nia Long, her Instagram post, what she posted on her Instagram. And we have got some clarity to this story. And I even talked about this and addressed this in my video yesterday. All right. So the latest news surrounding Ime Udoka, it's been confirmed he's going to be suspended for a year. Now, there's a lot of experts out there that are saying that he may not even last the whole year. He may lose his job at the end of this year. All right. So a lot of people are speculating on that. I'm not even going to address nor talk about that. I just want to throw that out there in the atmosphere. But he is suspended. And now comes word about this. Well, remember yesterday, everyone was painting the room with it was consensual. It was a consensual relationship. She wanted it and he wanted it. Now comes word that Ime Udoka was pushing unwanted. She did not want Ime Udoka. Okay, Ime Udoka, gave her unwanted, an unwanted relationship, and she chose not. She chose to decline this, and this is what I was talking about in the video yesterday. I was telling you guys in the video yesterday. The reason why these workplace policies are in place is to not only protect the organization, but it protects the woman as well as the man. If you're in a workplace and all you're doing is just working, and someone, a male or female, wants to be involved with you in a romantic sexual nature, but you do not want that, but they continue to push that upon you, uh, that is unwanted. It is unwelcome. Okay, that's why these policies are in place. It's not only to protect the organization, but it's also there to protect the victim. In all sense purposes, this woman is a victim. Now, they're not pushing the narrative of her being a victim. And like I said in my video yesterday, it would not surprise me none if if other women come forward about Ime Udoka. A lot of people saying, and even Stephen A. Smith said, why did they have to take it to the 18th degree about this? I feel like there is other women that are going to come forward and talk about their time with Ime Udoka. He was the aggressor of this relationship. Remember a couple of days ago? Oh, this was consensual. She wanted it and he wanted it. Now you got Shannon Sharp, a big jug head, fat lip Shannon Sharp, greasy neck Shannon Sharp. He's up here talking about, oh well, she's gonna say that this wasn't consensual. This was unwanted attention. She did not want it. I knew, like, basically he's painting the picture and the narrative of, well, she must have got caught either by her significant other or the Boston Celtic, and sort of and she's basically protecting her interests as far as still working with the Boston Celtics, or still having a relationship with her significant other. She's protecting herself. So basically, Shannon Sharp is on the theory of, well, it's all her fault. She's trying to protect herself. All right. Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, all the content providers on YouTube that make content. You sit in here in these 4-6 hour live stream rooms talking about this story. Have it ever crossed your mind that Ime Udoka could have been the aggressor? That he wanted this, not the female? And you have to look at it from the perspective of the organization. Let's just say it was consensual. She wanted it just as much as he wanted it. But let's just say, hypothetically, he breaks up with her, goes back to Nia Long, and now she has issues with that. What if there's a promotion down the road where she can get promoted to a different status, and she does not get that job? She does not get that promotion. And she's going to come to the offices, the HR offices, and say, well, the reason why I didn't get that job and the reason why I didn't get that promotion, it wasn't the fact I was underqualified. It's the fact that I did not continue the relationship with Ime Udoka. And now the Boston Celtics are held liable. Now they're going to get sued. Ime Udoka is going to get sued, okay? But it's mainly going to be the Boston Celtics. And that's why these rules are in place, folks. All right. We're in a different time. Okay. The horse playing and having relationships on the clock, the sexual misconduct, the sexual behaviors, all of that stuff is over with. Those days are long gone. You just can't we just talked about the Suns owner. And I did a video on him as well. I talked about, I don't believe Robert, I'm going to butcher his last name, Robert Sarver. I don't believe he's a racist, but I do believe that he's an immature, I don't want to say male. He's just an immature that hasn't grown up yet. And he has the behavior of a college kid. All right. if you check out the stories that a lot of people was frowning upon him was, he was pulling down guys' pants in the middle of, just doing childish behavior. He used the N word, wondering why, acting real dumb on why. Well, how come I can't say the N word? Okay. Now, if y'all want to take it to the point of, well, I don't think anybody should use the N word. Okay, I can co-sign to that. I can co-sign to that fact that, shouldn't nobody use the N word. I don't care what your nationality is. I don't care about your gender. I don't care about your religious experiences or anything like that. If you want to say no one should be using the N word is a filthy, disgusting word. If you want to take it to that degree, yes, I can co-sign to that. All right. But Robert Sarver was not racist. He was just an immature individual that had frat boy behavior, and he thought he didn't do nothing wrong. And that's what immature kids do. When you catch them, when you catch them on something, that's the first thing you're going to say. I didn't do nothing wrong. Okay. Uh, just very immature, nearsighted, and this, that. I don't believe he was a racist. I just think he's too stupid to be a racist, in my personal opinion. But Ime Udoka should have known better. All right. I remember Skip Bayless talking about Ime Udoka was in the Popovich camp, and he kept wondering why teams didn't give him the opportunity to become a head coach. And I feel like a lot of those teams were kicking the tires around as far as thinking about making him a head coach. And I feel like this type of behavior that he's demonstrating with the Boston Celtics, best believe he had this type of behavior when he was on the Brooklyn Nets coaching staff, when he was with San Antonio Spurs coaching staff. So this is not behavior that started when he became a head coach at the Boston Celtics, okay? With the Boston Celtics, all right? So personally, a lot of people are looking dumb right now. A lot of people got egg on their face, okay? And I feel a shame for any content provider on YouTube, and you're in 3, 4, 6 hour live streams talking about this. You don't even know the whole story. You're pretty much making Ime Udoka a victim. You're making the accuser a villain, and then you post different women's pictures who happen to be a woman and who happen to work for the Boston Celtics. So you guys just did a quick Google search for any woman in the Boston Celtics organization. I was seeing endless live streams and videos of thumbnails of the possible women that was involved in this sexual misconduct of Ime Udoka. I've seen I've seen reporters' faces plastered with Ime Udoka. I've seen a white female who just works for the Boston Celtics. Y'all accused her. Y'all had an African American woman in some of y'all thumbnails, and I mean, you guys did not care. You threw caution in the wind. You didn't care. You didn't respect the accuser's privacy. I've seen on social media, you guys are even going as far as showing her address where she lives, showing her family members. Okay, and you're not even 100% sure you got the right person. Okay, so shame on you guys. Shame on. It's the same jumping out of the window scenario you guys had when y'all was talking about Kevin Durant. He's traded. He's traded. He's got all the leverage. He's traded. He's going to get traded. You had people who are, and like, I'm a small channel, but there are some big channels out there who cover sports topics, and they're doing live streams after live streams about Kevin Durant demanding a trade. Kevin Durant is going to get traded because Kevin Durant had all the leverage. You started throwing out scenarios. Oh, he's going to go to the Philadelphia 76ers. Oh, he's going to figure out the way to go to the Los Angeles Lakers. Oh, he's going to go here. Oh, he's going to go there. Okay. Even though I was doing videos, but I was only doing videos of where Kevin Durant preferred that he wanted to go, which was Phoenix and the Miami Heat. We talked about that. I said I just did not see a scenario where he's going to go to either Phoenix or Miami, but whatever. And then you had a lot of these talking head insiders talking about, well, he's going to go to Boston. It's a foregone conclusion. He's going to Boston, okay? And when you check these guys in the comment section and say, look, I don't know where you're getting your facts from, but Kevin Durant is not going to Boston. And I definitely do not see him going to Miami or Phoenix. The first thing they say, they don't even base facts on facts or opinions with opinions. They say, well, you don't know nothing about basketball because I played in that arena. Even though I didn't get close to that arena, I was playing in the amateur leagues. I never had the opportunity to play in the professional leagues of the NBA. Oh, I've been an NBA scout. I've been an NBA agent. Okay, you got all these guys that's telling you don't know nothing about basketball. I've been closer to the NBA than you have, and it's a foregone conclusion that Kevin Durant is going to get traded. And come to find out, he didn't get traded. Okay, I kept telling you guys he was not going to get traded, and now you got egg on your face on the Kevin Durant thing. And now you barely want to do a live stream. You barely even show up in your own live stream, okay? And you have other callers going in the live stream, but pretty much taking up for you. Well, it's okay to be wrong every once in a while. No, it's not the fact that you did one live stream and you was wrong in that whole entire live stream. You dedicated your whole time doing 4, 6, 8-hour live streams talking about KD, and come to find out KD is in Brooklyn. I said it in every video. I said it in every live stream. At the end of the day, I see Kevin Durant back with the Brooklyn Nets, okay? Because the Brooklyn Nets had the leverage. Kevin Durant did. It was just common sense, all right? Yes, I never played professional basketball before. Yes, I have never played in the amateur leagues, if y'all want to call the amateur leagues or the developmental leagues. I haven't been a scout. I haven't been an agent, but I have enough common sense to know when you read these stories that if you do your research, you'll see that there was no scenario where Kevin Durant was going to get traded to any team that you guys were saying in all your 7-day live streams. All right. And here we go again. You guys are jumping. You're jumping out the window. You're jumping through conclusions, coming to the fact of, oh, well, Ime Udoka, he was, this was a consensual relationship. All right. This is a consensual relationship. How dare the Boston Celtics say that he violated office policies or rules of what the Boston Celtics, and the Boston Celtics are not the only people that have this, folks. All right. Every professional league have these policies. Let me ask y'all something, folks. Since y'all jumping conclusions and jumping out the window with this story, now there was a lot of people out there and a lot of content providers on YouTube. And like I said earlier, you guys know who you are. You was up there pasting women who work for the Boston Celtics, and you had their faces in your live streams, in your thumbnails. Let's just say hypothetically, one of their loved ones see your live stream, or their significant other sees their live stream, or the crazy Boston Celtics fans see your live streams. Okay, that's like putting a match in to gasoline. It's gonna blow up. All right. Now their significant other is having issues with their wife, and they're thinking their wife is having an affair with Ime Udoka. All right. They probably haven't even met Ime Udoka. Okay, they work there, but they don't really have no relationship with him. All right. A lot of you guys don't care about respecting someone's privacy or respecting the story itself. A lot of you guys want to be the first one to hit the live button and get your views, get a ton of views. Tons of people come to me and say, "I love your channel, but I just don't understand why it doesn't grow like the other channels." Well, I don't sit by the live button and hit live on every story that just breaks within a matter of seconds. I kind of want to get my facts together. I kind of want to get all my research, my due diligence together, because I'm an adult. I do not want to basically just hit the live button and just spew my beliefs and my opinions. When I tell you guys I have a theory, or if I have an opinion, I tell you guys. But I also tell you guys, when I'm reading an article, I'm reading an article. All right. And a lot of these guys, shame on you guys. Now you guys are backpedaling. You're making excuses. It's the KD thing all over again. These guys have zero respect for the accuser. Now, if you don't feel like the accuser is a victim, okay, okay, we can have that discussion. We can have that talk, okay? But to basically have the accuser, or the one you believe is the accuser, you got her address, you got her name, you got her picture, and you're posting it on social media. You're doing YouTube channels about it. I mean, no respect for the woman. And then you wonder why women have issues with men, that particularly in professional basketball. You wonder why women say it's hard for women to be it's hard to get a woman to make it in the corporate ladder or become a head coach or an assistant coach. Now, there have been examples, yes, but few and far between. All right. But it's stuff like this, and it's behavior of a lot of you guys that is tolerable and is acceptable in this climate. All right. But basically, Ime Udoka is suspended. Okay. Uh, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the other hammer is going to drop. We're going to talk about this right now. The possibility of him maybe not returning to the Boston Celtics. Now, there is an article that suggests that the Boston Celtics organization, after they questioned Ime Udoka, which was back in July, they were hoping that Ime Udoka just steps down as the head coach of the Boston Celtics, and he did not do that. Okay, this is Derek Fisher all over again. I mean, it's just Derek Fisher all over again. Okay, so this guy didn't step down. He continued to be the head coach of the Boston Celtics. And if he would have done the professional thing, which was to step down, that would have gave the Boston Celtics plenty of time to find them a successor from Ime Udoka. And the reason why he's not going to step down, you don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure this out. But the real reason why he's not going to step down is that means he's liable and he's at fault. And two, he won't get his money. So he would rather for the Boston Celtics to fire him instead of him stepping down. All right. Uh, Clearly, Ime Udoka, if you look at the decisions and his actions thus far, he's thinking about himself, me, myself, and I, me. All right. He's not even concerned about the roster of the Boston Celtics. Personally, my opinion was even before this incident, I always thought the Boston Celtics were going to take a step back this year anyway. There's a lot of teams that got better in the offseason, particularly in the East, and the Boston Celtics was just still stuck in neutral, okay? But that's just a basketball that's just a basketball ideal. Okay. When on retrospect, when you look at what the moves Boston Celtics did this offseason, they really didn't do a lot of moves. All right. But that's neither here nor there. That's just basketball business. This is more so on sexual misconduct and breaking the rules and office policy of what Ime Udoka did. Now, uh, Nia Long, she posted something on Instagram, and it was a cryptic story talking about. Well, basically, I'm gonna paraphrase everything that's in the dark will the light the light will surely find it. Okay, basically I'm just paraphrasing. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to put in the comment section what she actually said, but basically she's basically saying she was blindsided by this. She had no idea Ime Udoka was even in a situation like this, but I feel like she's going to move on from this. I don't think there's a real future, and this is just my theory. This is just my opinion. Okay, I don't think there's a future with Ime Udoka and Nia Long. Now they do have a kid together. They're not married. They were in the process of getting married. Uh, I don't think that there's a relationship involving them. I think they're going to co-parent. I think that's the best thing they can do, unless Ime Udoka just falls all the way on that sword and begs for forgiveness. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. A woman with that stature of a Nia Long, she's not going to forget nor forgive you, uh, because basically you was fooling around with someone that was younger. With all reports, this was a younger woman. I still to this day don't know who the woman is. I'm pretty sure social media, if you give them a couple of more days, they're going to find out exactly who it is. All right. But I don't think Nia Long is going to give Ime Udoka a second chance because he fooled around with somebody that was younger than her. And two, he was fooling around with somebody who really didn't want to be involved with him in the first place. And that's really looks ugly for Ime Udoka as well as Nia Long. I think Nia Long is going to co-parent with him, and that's that. She's ready. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I don't follow Nia Long on Instagram, but it seems like to me she's trying to, you know, move away from this dark time and this dark past and just move on and just deal with her life. I think Ime Udoka got bigger fish to fry. Like I said, like I said in my video, this is Derek Fisher all over again. And this will affect Ime Udoka as getting another coaching gig. Now, before this new report that this was not consensual, he was pushing this, and this unwanted. She did not want Ime Udoka, and Ime Udoka was still trying to push this onto her. I feel like this is damaging for Ime Udoka. I got a comment. Hold up, they smearing him because they had to make that. I've heard a lot of people say that. I don't think that has nothing to do with nothing. I think I'll be honest with you, dude. I don't think this is a smear campaign. Y'all got to realize Ime Udoka was a great coach. He wasn't a below average coach. He wasn't an average coach. This guy was in the NBA finals last year. All right. And this guy had the Boston Celtics ready to win a title. A lot of people are saying in that finals, Golden State did not beat the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics beat the Boston Celtics. So I don't believe in that. But this was a highly at that particular time. At that time, this coach was in high demand. If this coach uh would have been a free agent this summer, do you realize that there was a lot of teams that would have moved heaven and hell to get Ime Udoka to coach their team? The Los Angeles Lakers would do that. The Memphis Grizzlies would do that. The Brooklyn Nets. I mean, there's not a team out there that would not think twice to land Ime Udoka as their head coach. All right. So this guy was white hot. All right. So I don't know about it being rigged. I don't know about, well, they had to have a fall guy because of the Suns owner. I don't know. Yeah, but that won't make them win if they're not if there's not if it's not the okay. I got what you're saying. I look at it like this, dude. If everybody believes that this is rigged, that they needed a fall guy because they forced the Suns owner, and they really didn't even force the Suns owner. Let me tell y'all real fast, real quick. The real reason why he's selling the team, because he's a businessman. He's gonna make 4 times what the Suns are worth. When he bought the Suns and the Phoenix Mercury, well, the Suns were just like 400 million. He only had to spend 400 million some change to get the Phoenix Suns. The Suns are valued an estimated value of $2 billion. This man is going to make his money back and then some. All right. For those out there that's got a tear in their beard crying for Robert, trust me, he's going to come on top of this smelling like a rose. He's going to have so much money he don't even know what to do with it. And just like a businessman, he's going to buy something else. He's going to buy another corporation. He's going to buy a bank. He may get back into the sports entertainment. I don't think the NFL, he's not welcome in the NFL. He's definitely not welcome in the NBA. Not too sure about Major League Baseball. Maybe if he was associated with other investors, possibly. But you got sports leagues out there that are desperate to get some money to keep their leagues intact, like soccer. If he wants to do soccer, American soccer, whatever. All right. So this NASCAR, if he's, but Robert comes off to me as more of a businessman than a sports fan. That's just my opinion on it. He's Okay, hold up. You're on type some more stuff. He's selling it because he put the league in a comp. Well, that too. I agree with you on that, but I also agree that uh, there's no way he could have won by keeping the team, because there were sponsors basically saying, "Look, if he still owns the team, we're not going to support the Suns." And you got to look at that angle. Then you have to look at the angle, which a lot of people are not talking about, the possibility if he would have continued to own the team, Chris Paul would have probably wanted to be traded away from the Phoenix Suns. Devin Booker would definitely say, I want to be traded out of the Phoenix Suns. So, and the possibility of getting free agents to make your team better, to get your team better next offseason. If he would have been the owner of the Suns, a lot of free agents would I'm talking about prominent free agents wouldn't even give the Phoenix Suns the light of day as far as them, taking a pay cut or signing to the Phoenix Suns. So, and he's a businessman. He knows that he's got a valuable IP or property that tons of people are interested in. Jeff Bezos, he may buy the Phoenix Suns, and he may overspend to get the Phoenix Suns and the Mercury. Now, I think it's murky. I think it's murky at best with the Phoenix Mercury. I don't think the Phoenix, well, whoever is going to buy the Suns, they're going to also have to invest in the Phoenix Mercury, and they probably will. And they will give the Phoenix Mercury a couple of years, but if it doesn't make them a lot of money, whoever the new investor is, they're probably going to sell. They're probably going to give the Phoenix Mercury to another city. I mean, I'm just speculating at this point. Yeah, I see where you coming from with their Ime Udoka is, hey, they made the owner of the Suns, they forced him to sell the team. Well, they didn't force him to sell the team. Robert is a smart and highly intelligent businessman, even though he's a frat boy and he comes off goofy. And I don't think he's a racist, but I just think he's just cautiously dumb. But I feel like at in his core, he's a businessman, and he knows he's going to make money hand over fist by going ahead and selling this team, than just keeping the team for spite. And now he's losing the team. He's losing money because sponsors are leaving the team. Your best stars are unwilling to play for you, and now they're begging to get traded out of there. And now you can't get free agents to come over there unless there's a situation like a Kyrie Irving where no one would take him in free agency. I think the best thing for Robert to do was to go ahead and sell the team. Them owners have egos. Everyone has egos. All right. I have an ego. You got an ego. We all got egos. It's just how monstrous does it governs us. Okay. But back to, I want to say a couple of things before we go into other topics or before I end the stream. I feel like Ime Udoka and Stephen A. I mean, not Stephen A. Smith. Skip Bayless said this on Undisputed a couple of days ago, how he was wondering why a lot of teams were not interested in Ime Udoka, and maybe these teams found out some things about Ime Udoka, and they just were scared of it. All right, like I said earlier in this stream, he did it in Boston. What makes you guys think he hasn't done it any place else? All right. And I just think Ime Udoka I wish him the best. He's a good guy. I have never met the guy before, but I just think Ime Udoka is the best thing for him to do is if he still is able to be the coach of the Boston Celtics, he already apologized, but he needs to apologize again when he comes back as the head coach of the Boston Celtics and try to mend fences with this situation. Maybe, work with a lot of female groups, the Me Too movements and things of that nature. A lot of women's organizations and groups promote wide. Be against sexual misconduct and sexual behavior at the workplace. Do little things like that. Not because you feel like you have to do these things to cleanse your image, but just to do these things to not only do that, but to educate yourself about that. I think a lot of men need to take some courses like that. Particularly, there's a lot of male content providers out here in these YouTube streets that were jumping the gun and jumping conclusion, jumping straight out the window. You guys are ridiculous. You're disgusting. You're up here posting women who work for the Boston Celtics, and it was always a different woman. Oh, it has to be this woman. No, it has to be that woman posting the women's address. You don't even care about their privacy. You don't care about their security. You don't even care that you may be destroying someone's happy home. Like, what if their significant other was watching your live stream and they actually take what you said to be the gospel and now they're questioning their wife, and they're thinking that their wife had an intimate sexual relationship with Ime Udoka. And a lot of the women that you guys were posting were the wrong women, was the wrong women. It was never confirmed nor denied that these women were the ones that were the victims. At the end of the day, this woman is a victim, guys. Ime Udoka is not a victim, okay? And I just thought that was so disrespectful in so many levels. But like I said, a lot of people chasing clout, chasing views, chasing subscribers, and that separates me from the rest of these guys on YouTube. Yes, I would love for my channel to blow up, to glow up, and I would love to get views, 1,000+ views and things of that nature. But all views ain't good views. Just like all money ain't good money. All views ain't all are good views. All subscribers are not good subscribers. All right. So a lot of you guys got your pitchforks out and like the Mad Village, and now you're charging the castle. And Frankenstein is this woman who is the victim. And Ime Udoka, from these reports, he was pushing this behavior, this unwelcome behavior to this woman, and this woman was declining it. And Ime Udoka comes off as a guy who just can't accept the word no. And like I said, this is Derek Fisher all over again. Derek Fisher had a prominent coaching career. He was under the Phil Jackson tree. He was getting opportunities after opportunities. But you know what really hurt Derek Fisher? What hurt Derek Fisher was he was thinking with the head between his legs instead of the head between his shoulders. That's what really destroyed his coaching career. It got so bad for Derek Fisher, who went to the WNBA, and he was still doing that same sexual misconduct behavior in the WNBA, and now he cut his career short there. All right, but there's some guys that will move heaven and hell. They're willing to destroy their reputation. They're willing to destroy their chances and their opportunities. They're willing to piss away money, reputation, legacy, all because they're thinking with the head that's between their legs instead of the head that's between their shoulders. All right. It's real sad. And like I said, hopefully Ime Udoka, everyone deserves a second chance. When I say second chance, I don't mean just a second chance and that's it. Your second chance, you could be on your seventh second chance, all right? But you're going to have to eventually learn through your second chance. I think Ime Udoka deserves a second chance. I think he deserves an opportunity to show to the world that this was a mistake. He's owning his mistake. And he wants to have a happy home with Nia Long. I don't think that's going to play out with Nia Long. But that's just my opinion. But as far as repairing his relationship with the NBA, as far as getting in another opportunity, another coaching gig, he needs to work on that as well. Because right now it does not look good for him. And he's looking like Derek Fisher right now. He's looking bad out here. And I just want to say this one more time. A lot of you content providers on social media and on YouTube, you guys need to look at yourselves in the mirror. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're like I said, you're posting this lady's address. You're posting a woman's name that you don't even know that this is the right woman. You're posting this woman's, posting different women's pictures on your thumbnail. You don't even know this is the right woman. And even if it was the right woman, you should show the common decency and respect that woman's privacy. What if it was your daughter? What if it was your mother? What if it was your sister? What if it was your sister-in-law? Okay, would you want somebody to drag your significant other, your relative through the mud saying that she was involved in a relationship and you don't even know an inappropriate relationship and you don't even know you're dragging the right one. I mean, a lot of you guys are a bunch of chatty patties. A lot of you guys out there are chatty patties. All you're interested in is the clout. You're interested in the subscribers, the views, and you don't give a damn about this woman. You don't give two damns about this woman, even if you got the right one or the wrong one. Okay, it was all about the clicks and views, and I think a lot of you guys need to grow up. I think a lot of you guys need to go to some women's groups. I think a lot of you guys need to re-educate yourself and look at it from the side of the woman instead of always looking at it at the side of your favorite coach or your favorite NBA player, your favorite actor, whoever your favorite is. Sometimes your favorite can be wrong, all right? Can be definitely wrong. And like I said, this is Derek Fisher all over again. It is real sad. And let me read a couple of these comments, and then I'm gonna get up out of here, folks. Like to appreciate Prism. He wrote a lot of comments. Okay, so bro, they're smearing him because they have to make that white man sell the team. We talked about that. Sports are rigged. We talked about that. I found a way how to do this. Okay. Yeah, but that won't make them win if it's not in the agenda. Okay. We talked about that as well. He's selling because he put the league in a compromising situation. He's still talking about the owner of the Phoenix Suns. I told him at the end of the day, Robert Salvo is a businessman, and he's looking at it like a business. He's looking at it as, look, I could make a lot of money selling this business, and I paid it cost me $400 million to buy the Phoenix Suns. If I sell this team, it's going to be worth $2 billion. Okay. At the end of the day, I don't think Robert Salvo was ever a sports fan. I just think he's more of a businessman. All right. Because it's business, man. All right. Okay. And he still made bread. So it was a win on both sides in the light of the controversy. He's going to make more money selling the team than him keeping the team, because PayPal was saying that they're no longer going to sponsor the Phoenix Suns. There were a lot of businesses in corporate America that were taking their money and going elsewhere with it, as well as I said in the video, and I said this in the live stream as well. If he was stubborn and said, no, I'm going to keep this team, that team would have devalued, okay, because the interest would not be there. Then you'll have controversies such as Chris Paul wanting to trade out of Phoenix, Devin Booker wanting to be traded out of Phoenix. You would have had a lot of people in the Phoenix community not supporting the Phoenix Suns. The ticket sales would have went down. Why go through all that being stubborn when the smartest, even though he's an idiot, he's a jerk, he has frat boy behavior, but in the core of him, he knows that if I sell this team, I'm going to make a huge profit, and I don't even have to be involved with the NBA anymore. All right. And at the end of the day, I don't think he was never a sports fan. I always thought he bought the Phoenix Suns because he was more of a businessman. All right. And he would have put the light in the community he would have put a light community in a bad light. Okay. I think he's talking about Robert Salvo, or he might be talking about Ime Udoka. I don't know. And then this one right here, them owners have egos. We talked about that. Any billionaire is going to have an ego. Okay. Well, hell, any millionaire is going to have an ego. Any thousandaire is going to have an ego. I feel like egos, everyone has an ego. All right. And there's nothing wrong with having an ego. Sometimes egos can take you to the promised land, and sometimes having a destructive ego keeps you, uh, keeps you in the same hole. Okay, so your ego can do two things. It can rise you above situations or keep you under situations. That's all. I don't know. He ain't selling the Patriots. Okay, I think he's talking about the Phoenix Suns. I don't know the estimated value of the Patriots, but me personally, he's going to walk away with $2.5 billion in his pocket. And like I said, when he bought the Phoenix Suns many moons ago, he only had to pay. I think it was like 600 million. It was less than a billion. So this man he's a businessman. I never thought of Robert Sarver as a sports fan. I like who's that owner for the Dallas Mavericks? I keep forgetting his name. Now he's a sports fan. I think there are owners in the NBA that are sports fans, sports fanatics. Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is a sports fan, okay? Now, Mark Cuban has the best interest of the NBA because he's a sports fan, all right? So I like Mark Cuban, and I know there's a lot of people that may have issues with Mark Cuban, but I think Mark Cuban is a good dude at the end of the day. All right. Do we have any more? We don't have any more. We don't have any more. So we're gonna put it back up here for a minute. But yeah, I really do appreciate everyone that done came by. I really do appreciate everyone that hit the subscription button, the notification bell, share this content with your friends, family, as well as your followers. I really do appreciate that. I'm gonna do more and more live streams, so be on the lookout next week for those. Be on the lookout for my videos as well. And this has been an a weird day. The other shoe dropped. And like I told you guys in my video yesterday, there was more to that story than meets the eye. But like I said, when you jump out the window and you jump to conclusions, just like the Kevin Durant situation, a lot of people were jumping out of the window with the Kevin Durant situation, saying, oh, he's going here, he's going there. Come to find out, he's with the Brooklyn Nets. Like I always said he was going to be. All right. But I know a lot of people be trying to chase this clout, particularly in these YouTube streets. And it's me personally, I respect basketball. I love basketball. I am not going to sell my love for the game as well as myself for a couple of clicks and views. All right. The views are going to come. I may not be as big as these other entities out here in these YouTube streets, but I'm fair and I'm honest. I read the articles to you guys. And then when I'm done reading the article or telling you the story, I give you guys my thoughts and opinions and I break it down why I feel this way, why I believe in this way. I do my due diligence. I do my research. I respect the craft. I respect the game. I consider myself a reporter, particularly when I hit that live button. I'm a reporter. I'm reporting what's going on and what's transpiring. I'm not faking the funk. I'm not, saying, oh, well, I'm not throwing lies and throwing crap on the wall, hoping for it to stick. And like I said, there's a lot of guys that should be ashamed of themselves. You're breaking up someone's happy home that had nothing to do with Ime Udoka, that was in no type of relationship with Ime Udoka, all because you're trying to chase clicks and views. And now, and I did a thumbnail of Ime Udoka and Nia Long because those two are a couple and those have been confirmed. Okay. Now it would have been wrong for me. Oh, I got a new comment. It would have been wrong for me to do to allege that Nia Long was involved with Ime Udoka, and there's no facts basing on that. I knew for a fact that they were a couple. I knew for a fact that they had a child. That's why I used that thumbnail for the video yesterday. And a lot of people were telling me you should have used the other thumbnails, like the women that the other content providers were using on YouTube. I mean, just because everyone jumps off the bridge, does that mean it's okay? Does it mean that it's acceptable? Sometimes a lot of you guys have no common sense, but you got dollars and cents. All right. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that for that. I don't know, bro. Damn, man. I wish I would have remembered what you said you don't know about. You talking about the comment that you made right here? Let me do the I don't know, bro. When you made the comment that he ain't selling the Patriots, I don't think the Phoenix Suns are more valuable than the Patriots, but $2 billion, dude, that's not chump change. That's not chump change whatsoever. All right. And I think his family is going to be living good. And it really depends on what he's going to invest from that $2 billion that he gets from the Suns. Like I said, this guy is a businessman. All right. This guy is not a sports fan. He only buys things that he gets a profit on. He only invests into things that he's going to make a profit off of. And this guy, I think he was involved in banking. He had a string of banks. He may go back into banking. He may go back into something else. But he may go back into something else in entertainment that's going to make him a lot of money. But he was never a fan of the Suns. Now, he loved the lifestyle of the Suns as a Suns owner. He loved but ain't hold let me see this. But I'm ain't going to run to do with that. Oh yeah, okay. I got what you're saying on that. And you also said I definitely understand. Okay. Uh I think this guy, at the end of the day, I think this guy was never a fan. He was in love with the lifestyle. He loved being infamous. He loved hanging around the stars and the NBA players. He probably considered himself an NBA player. He loved to rub elbows with the celebrities and things of that nature. But hey, man, just because you got plenty of money, you have to also have plenty of common sense. I don't think this guy had a lot of common sense, and he was just treating this as one of his rich toys. I'm pretty sure this guy got a Bentley for every day of the week, so he's gonna be okay. He'll be good in the hood. He's not gonna kill himself or anything like that. He'll be all right, and wish him luck, wish him well. But like I said in the video, a couple of days ago, I don't think this guy's a racist. I think he's just he has a frat boy mentality. Let's just put it that way, okay? But I really do appreciate everyone that came to the live stream. I'm gonna try to do another one sometime this week or sometime next week. It is what it is, but I definitely will do videos. Hit me up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this content with your friends, family, as well as your followers. And I will see y'all on the next side. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Appreciate everyone that done came by. I'm up out of here. Deuces. I hope everyone has a lovely and productive Friday. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I got Saturday off. I only work a half a day Sunday. So I'm gonna enjoy my vacation. I expect all of y'all to enjoy yours. All right. I'm up out of here. Deuces.